and it's really a remote village and it's a poor village. But you go to this school and it's amazing because they have a brand new computer room. They have arts project, like an art program and music program, and the children are playing instruments and the children are dancing and they all speak perfect English. And it was just so amazing. And all of that you realize is because of the kindness of few people like Sydney and few other foreigners who are really supporting this school and this village. You almost feel like they are lifting that whole village from poverty. It was amazing. We spent one day there just doing, it's actually interesting. Let me move to the next slide. We did a sewing project for them. The issues that older girls in this village have is that they do not have access to sanitary pads. And because of that, they are actually skipping school. They are not going to school when they have menstruation. So to address this problem, we actually were teaching them how to make these sanitary pads that they can wash and use, and basically just helping them address the problem that the stores, there are no stores in the village, you have to drive for hours, you have to cross the mountains, so they really didn't have access to that. It was really amazing experience to actually address an issue that is affecting the people in the village. Again, small acts, but very rewarding. One of the best parts of that trip. Now we're moving to the third part of the trip to Nepal that made it so special. It was the trekking and adventure. After we left the school, we finally started walking. We didn't really go anywhere to the Himalayas. We didn't have to use ropes or anything. Sometimes people ask me that, oh, since when you became a climber? I'm like, no, I'm not a climber. You actually can go to Nepal and be in the foothills of the Himalayas, and you still have to go up and down, as basically everything is just mountains in Nepal, but you do not have to do the climbing. And it's really amazing. I think there is something magical when you are exploring a new country on foot. It's completely different when you rent a car or you get into a bus with 40 other people and you just drive around something. You see everything through the window. When you are on foot and when you spend 5 days walking from village to village, that is remote, there are no foreigners. The people in the villages are welcoming you with open eyes, and the kids are yelling and everyone is saying namaste. It's just amazing experience. You feel like you are discovering that country. You feel like you really understand what that country is about. It's not something that you just see through the window of your car. And I think that really was the third aspect, what made this trip so amazing. This is our team. We were 8 ladies plus. We had guides and porters and cooks. Great group. We spent one night we spent in camps. The other nights we were actually spending in lodges. That night was actually my favorite. It was amazing. The porters, within 1 hour, I'm laughing because within 1 hour they put our sleeping tents, they put a kitchen tent, they put a dining tent, bathroom tent, and they said, hey guys, do you want a shower tent? And we're like, sure, we want a shower tent. So they actually were boiling water, so everything you see, this is not a campsite. This is in the middle of nowhere. This is actually close to some village. No other tourists, no foreigners. The villagers are coming to see what's that commotion, what's happening there, what are these tents coming up. It was really interesting, and I can tell you that night in the tents, I remember the most, because again, when you are always staying in hotels, when you are traveling, you will always have your bed. If you always stay in Hilton or other hotel, you will always have your bed, your bathroom, and TV. And I can bet you will not remember the night that you spent in the hotel if they all look the same. That kind of night, when we were sleeping in tents, when we were eating in the dining tent, when we were just basically completely in the nature, that is the night that I remember. That is something that is so completely different.